Indian music has a continuous tradition that can be traced back 3,000 to 4,000 years. It is highly developed and extremely sophisticated music and has recently become very popular in Europe and the United States. There are two main types of music in India: the Carnatic music from the south and Hindustani music from the north. It is believed that the music of the south is closer to the ancient traditions, while the music of the north has been more influenced by the Muslim tradition. First, we will learn something of the music of the south. These are the instruments we will hear: the flute, the violin, the mridangam, and the tambura. The flute is made of bamboo and has 8 holes. The violin is the same as the Western violin, but it is held and tuned differently. The mridangam is a barrel-shaped, 2-headed drum. When a drummer learns his instrument, he uses syllables to represent each drum stroke.
Ta, tum, ki, ta, dim, arachapu.
The syllables are combined into patterns, and when the drummer learns them, these patterns are played out on the drum.
Kitataka, kitataka tangidu, kitataka tangidu, tikutaka tarigidu. Tak kitatum, kitatum, tatum, kitatum, tatum, kitatum, takitatum, tadikitatum, takitatum, tadikitatum, takitatum, tadikitatum, ta.
The tambura is an instrument found both in North and South India. Although the tambura has 4 strings, it plays only 2 notes, the tonic and the dominant, over and over. In Western music, the music you are used to hearing, almost everything is composed and written out on paper. Indian music is mostly improvised, that is, it is made up as it goes along. However, in a given piece, each musician must stay within certain limits, such as the raga or scale and the tala or underlying rhythmic framework. Let us listen to 2 of the ragas or scales that are used in Indian music. First, we will take the first novel played in your major scale. let's listen to the first novel in the raga called Shankarabharanam, which is comparable to your major scale. Let's listen to another raga called Todi, which uses a different scale. First, it will be played without ornamentation. Since Indian music has no harmony or chords, ornamentation is very important in making the music interesting. Let us therefore listen to the Todi raga as it would be played with ornamentation. South Indian music starts off with an introduction that has no fixed rhythm but establishes the raga or scale. The introduction will be played in still another raga called Kalyani. At a concert, the introduction might last as long as 30 minutes. After the introduction, a composed rather than improvised or made-up section is heard. This composed section continues the raga or scale and introduces the tala or underlying rhythmic framework on which the piece is based. This tala is in a cycle of 3 beats. Now comes a concluding improvised section that continues the raga and the tala. Now, let's become acquainted with some of the music of North India. The Northern Indian musicians will play the sitar, the tabla, 2 single-headed drums, one for each hand. And the tambura, an instrument we are already familiar with. The sitar is the instrument that has become so popular in the Western world. Let's listen to the sitar as it plays a folk song from Bengal. This is based on a song about a man whose day's work is done and he sings as he returns home. Before playing the sitar, oil is placed on the fingertips so that the fingers can move easily over the strings. A wire pick is worn on the index finger of the right hand. The sitar has 4 melodic strings. These strings may be pulled sideways so that several notes can be played in each position. It is possible for a player to slide from one note to another. This kind of effect is very important in Indian music. There are also 3 strings on the sitar which do not play the melody but emphasize the rhythm. These are called the jala strings. There are 13 strings on the sitar which vibrate when the other strings are played. This helps sustain and enrich the sound. The classical piece of northern India you will now hear is similar in form to South Indian music, except that it is improvised to a greater extent. It is based on a melodic phrase called a gath, which occurs throughout the piece. Let's listen to the gath on which this piece is based. Now let's listen to the piece played by the sitar and the tabla, accompanied by the tambura. Dance is also very popular in India. Like music, dance has a tradition that goes back thousands of years. The dancer acts out a song through hand gestures and facial expressions. This art of gesture is one of the main aspects of dance in India. Let us take a song in which a friend of a lovelorn maiden pleads with the hero. O Lord with lotus-shaped eyes, she is pining for you and waiting at the threshold of her house. These are the traditional gestures to show the elements of this line. Lotus eyes, you, pining, waiting, threshold, house. O Lord with lotus-shaped eyes, she is pining for you and waiting at the threshold of her house. This line can be sung over and over again while the dancer interprets it in different ways.
Tama Raya Sa Indian music and dance have a tradition going back many thousands of years. They are highly sophisticated and are largely made up of improvisation. The musical forms found in India are based on the raga or scale and the tala or rhythmic framework. To finish, the South Indian musicians play the improvised section of a concert piece in the traditional style.